That rich iron shot where the ball just pops off the sweet spot of the iron with beautiful trajectory and a really straight shot is just a rewarding feeling in golf. And how we can get that feeling is through a concept of compression. Being able to compress the golf ball from the face to the ball and the face into the ground, creating that nice pinching effect, is where we see our most beautiful iron strikes. So this is going to be a video that helps you improve your compression for those really great crispy iron strikes. So there's a couple of variables that we need to look at in order to create compression so that those irons are really struck well. Now, one of those elements is forward shaft lean. When the shaft is slightly ahead of the club head the moment the club head is striking the golf ball. When we have forward shaft lean, we then create an element of a downward blow, creating an opportunity to pinch the club head into the ground. So we want to have an element of forward shaft lean. We also need to have an element of a square club face. From down the line here, if the club face is open too close to the golf ball, you won't have an opportunity to create forward shaft lean. In fact, you'll have to stop the shaft from moving so that the club head can begin to catch up in order to hit a straight shot. So the second element that we need to have is a square club face. Lastly, forward shaft lean, square club face, we want to have an element of moving towards our lead leg. Combining these three characteristics really helps the iron strike. So noticing where the ball is in the center of my stance, at impact, I want to have more pressure and weight moved towards my lead side than on my trail side. So how do we combine these three elements together? There's a lot of training aids that can help you out. You can certainly use some alignment rods. You can break each of those three skills up into their own individual drills. But one thing that I like to use that combines all three together is a compression ball. So there's some neat features of this compression ball, particularly the two-tone colors, that really will help in a couple of ways. So we put this over our neck like a necklace, and then I like to use the blue side and put it on my trail side, and the gray side and put it on my lead side. The reason I do that, I like to use blue, reminding myself that that's on the back of the swing, and then gray is on the forward of the swing. So as I'm positioning this ball in between my forearms, I can look at the two-tone colors and I can indicate and validate, is my club face coming through with the square component? If you see both of the colors facing the camera, then I've got the club face in a square position. If the gray side is more prominent than the blue side, the face is still open. And if the blue side beats the gray side, the face would be closed. So from down the line, a square face would have both of those colors pointing away from me. An open face would have the gray on top, and a closed face would have the blue on top. So I can take some practice swings trying to time at impact that both of those colors are facing away from me the moment the club head would be striking the golf ball. Now, interestingly enough, if the face is square and I'm adding in enough pivot and rotation, I start to build in my shaft lean. And as I'm practicing these rehearsals, when I have my pivot going, my body weight is now going towards my lead side. So I've now combined shaft lean, square face, and pressure on the lead side of my body, thereby creating a compressed shot. So you can use this for bigger swings if you wanted to work on some different features of your swing, like connection and looking at the face from different angles. But in the purpose of just purely compressing the golf ball and improving the iron strike, I really like to focus in the half swing space. So as I hit a shot here, we're going to have both of the colors facing the camera by the time I strike that golf ball. And then we're going to see, as I continue to rotate through, my pressure is now more forward, more towards my lead side, and that's going to help feel compressed. Now, as I hold that pose, I'm examining the flight of the golf ball, whether it took off high, whether it's curving right or left. I'm also examining what the colors on the compression ball look like. Are they facing up to the sky, Are they facing parallel to the ground? Has one rolled over the other? And that can help give me feedback on what the face looked like through impact. So again, to wrap it up, the three pieces that we want for a compressed iron strike would be an element of forward shaft lean, an element of a square face, and the pressure moving to the lead side. Combine those three together, shaft lean, square face, pressure lead side, and now we have compressed iron shots. So stay tuned for more great videos. If you like this product, head down to the description for a discount link, and look forward to seeing you in the next video.